Three, two, and one.
Say, man, hey, man, it's your boy Homestead Slim, man. Who I'm rocking with tonight, man? Who I got in the building with me, man?
Check it out. Speaker Brandon Gillespie is definitely back in the building.
Yeah, so, and tell them what we do on Wednesday nights, man. Tell them what we do.
We kicking off, you know what I'm saying, once again, Two Sides to Podcast, live conversation, live educational conversation and awareness for you.
That's what's up, man. We've been deciding to reach out to the community, man, because we feel like, you know, the community basically, you know what I'm saying, needs to be hearing encouraging things, you know what I'm saying, things like that. So we've come together from like two sides, you know what I'm saying, like really two sides of it. So shouts out, man. We got a nice thing going, man. What you think about what we bring to the people, man?
Definitely, you know, we definitely bringing real transparency, real conversation, with no gray areas, you know what I'm saying, with no gray areas. Definitely giving it to you raw and cut, you know what I'm saying, but bringing the truth and applying that word as needed, you dig? So we definitely gonna keep pumping you with what you need and what you need to listen to. So comprehend and, you know, get in line. Don't just pretend.
Right. Hey, I can definitely dig that. But hey, check this out. What we jumping into tonight?
Tonight we're jumping into the topic of discipline. The topic of discipline. For those watching on Instagram, listening in through the radio world, we're touching on discipline. Discipline, especially within our community, especially dealing with discipline as men. I know quite a few women who need to practice discipline too. So, you know, we're gonna keep it, like I said, transparent and two sides.
Right on, man. So, hey, man, where you wanna jump off into this? Where you wanna go? Because when it comes to discipline, man, we got a lot of things we can talk about, especially just as black men, on how we need to discipline ourselves.
Yes,
you know
sir.
So
yes,
I have a few things I can, you know, say recently, man. Well, so hey, I'm really gonna enjoy this conversation tonight.
Yes, sir. I mean, we definitely want to open up, and we're gonna keep it fair. You know what I'm saying? We're gonna start off with the men.
Okay.
Because, you know, we said before in the beginning, God made man, then woman. You know what I'm saying? So man has to bear responsibility for the situations, no matter what the situation is at hand. Whether he finds himself in a altercation situation, whether he finds himself in a sexual immorality situation, whether he finds himself in an argumentative situation, man and mankind has to bear the responsibility on how he reacts to these situations, how he puts himself in these situations, how he controls himself within these situations. So let's definitely kick off and start with the men as we roll it out for sure.
Discipline starts at the top as far as the black man is I'm concerned. His discipline and growth as a man throughout his years really shapes the next generation and the next generation and the next generation. So with that being said, it gets tough at times for, you know what I'm saying, for you to stay on that right path. I believe, you know,
right.
Sometimes you will go, you know, to the left. Man, I was supposed to eat this hamburger today, but I'm trying to lose 2 pounds. But you ate the hamburger anyway with the fries. So discipline in my book, man, it goes a lot of different ways. Even with the women, you know, you want to be right by them and, you know, discipline yourself to be with that woman and only that woman. You know, things of that nature like that. So yeah, man, it's very important starting at the top on the men tonight. Let's do that.
For sure. Once again, like I said, we're going to kick it off with the men, and I definitely want to dive into men in relationships.
Okay.
As we, you know,
chip
off this, yeah, you know what I'm saying? As we chip off this iceberg, you know, men in relationships. Also, you know, throwing myself in there. As we, you know, enter these relationships, we go in with the mindset of, you know, well, we're going to treat it, as if, you know, it's something I'm already accustomed to or something I'm well educated of,
Okay.
something I'm well versed in.
All right.
But in reality, we are unlearned, we are uneducated, we are unpracticed when it comes to relationships.
Okay.
Whether it be female and male relationship, whether it be a friendship, associationship, genuine ship, whatever the ship is, we find ourselves being uneducated, unpracticed, unlearned in it. But for the bulk of it, dealing with relationships with a woman, when it
Let's go there.
plays with a man, we first have to acknowledge that we do not know what we think we know.
What you mean by that? What you mean by that? What you mean by it?
We don't.
The two-side podcast. That's what the two sides.
The two sides. You know what I'm saying? We don't know, and we gon', we ain't just finna play it off. I can honestly say I did not know how to ask the right questions when courting or dating a woman. I'm so involved in the moment, in your looks, in what we can do at nighttime, you know what I'm saying, rather than asking you the right questions in the moment, instead of worrying about how you look and, like I said, these other physical things that I need to be asking. You know what I'm saying? I need to be asking, how do you feel about credit? How do you feel about, you know what I'm saying, living in a certain part of town? You know what I'm saying? Do you like to travel? How do you feel about even healthcare? Did you live with your mom and your dad? You know what I'm saying? Have you experienced any depression? Have you experienced any mental illness in your family? These are the type of things and questions I feel men should ask before they go head first into any type of relationship, especially with a woman, and vice versa. Women, I believe you should do the exact same thing. You know what I'm saying? That way you'll know exactly what type of individual inside and spiritually that you're dealing with. But what you guys say about that, man?
I mean, hey, it's two sides to this point.
Yes, sir. Yes, sir.
Look, first of all, man, I'm not gonna ask every woman that. You know what I'm saying? So you have your, I would want to say your intuitions are the ones to actually go that far with.
Right.
But most of the time it's, you can't make every last one of, your wife or your
you can't change everybody.
So first off, that's one thing right there. Now, as far as relationship is concerned, I feel like we as men, need to be a little more disciplined. And the whole aspect of it is being disciplined. I mean, there for her, your woman, there for the children,
right.
You know what I'm saying, there for the community. You have a lot of distractions, you know what I'm saying, that where, as a man, you will be distracted and you seem to lose focus on reality, right, of what discipline and being a man is actually about. You know what I'm saying? So maybe in your younger years, you had a time to where you would go out there and slay everything.
Definitely.
It didn't really, you just go slay everything. That's what you do. But now at this age, you have to realize that, man, that's not basically what you know what I'm saying, what you trying to do when you trying to be disciplined within the household. You know what I'm saying? So, hey, man, you have to, so you have to kind of look at it like that. But then at the same time, as far as the woman is concerned, from my point of view, you know what I'm saying? Just, from my point of view, her discipline is basically the same times two.
Gotcha.
Yeah, it is, because like, men, we'll just talk about that part, and then I'll go into another part. We'll stay here for a second. A man might get an itch, fuck it. Go bust something, go hit, go do his little thing, Yeah. It's not really, he don't really care about it. You know what I'm saying? But when it's a woman, she can hit on 8, 10 times, 15 times a day. You know what I'm saying? And for her to turn that down and come, fuck with you.
Right.
Right. And even though she might be mad at you, she see that out there. You know what I'm saying? So with that being said, her discipline times too as being, you know, that emotion for her man.
Mm-hmm.
You know, that with her kids, you know what I'm saying? And even dealing with just life issues as a woman that she has to deal with. So yeah, man, this one is definitely a major part in what we're doing today and what we pass down to the next generation. If I answered that right.
Definitely. I mean, yeah, you definitely gave some, like you said, two sides and transparency with that, especially when dealing with all types of women. You know what I'm saying? Yeah, we're not trying to wife everybody, but it goes back to one of the other previous conversations, hood polygamy, where we have to discipline ourselves to stop having the polygamous mindset to go and be with everybody or feel that we need to be with everybody. We are living in an age now where we should be able to discipline ourselves to either just focus on self or focus on who I know and discern can be the right one for me. But if she's not the right one for me, then I do not need to entertain any other woman in that caliber. We can be friends, we can be associates, but I'm not going to entertain you, the three of yous or the four of yous or the five of yous, in that caliber of emotion and mindset, to where y'all believe, because it's easy to make a woman believe that you want her more than just the conversation, by just being extra friendly, being extra touchy, you know, sending them numerous messages in the morning, you know, good morning, beautiful, how you doing? You know, you can send that to 10 different, I was about to say broads, but you can send that to 10 different females at one time, and they all will accumulate the same mindset and believe that, oh, I believe now he's want to move more than just associated friend, because why would he, you know, say this to me, and he's doing it consistently. So, and a lot of us men, we put ourselves in that position because we know what we're doing.
But at the same time, the woman knows what she's doing too, and she can use that to her advantage in any kind of way she might want to.
True.
So with that being said, wouldn't that make it more difficult for you to go inside of her when you already kind of giving her the upper hand from the jump? You in her DMs, you calling her, you being extra nice. So yeah, so what's her motive behind that? She might say, "Oh well, he's a nice guy. Let me see what he all about." Or she might say, "You know what? I'm gonna see if I can get this up and go half on my life bill." Or if he fine enough, I might, but I'm gonna see what I get out. How do you know that, and how would you determine that over a course of time?
Mm-hmm. Well,
that's the thing.
Well, it comes back to God, man, then woman. You know what I'm saying?
They're not living like that today, though, bro. You can't say that. Like we talked about that last.
And y'all not gonna get nowhere if you don't find yourself living like that. We keep acting and believing as a people, as an individual, that we can go the distance. We're gonna get to Mars without God. You can keep trying and trying and trying. You're gonna keep waking up disturbed. You're gonna keep running into a wall, a glass, or whatever it may be. Your life will not go where you believe it's going to go without that communication, without that relationship with your creator. Because unless you have that, you are running around here like a Cro-Magnon Neanderthal.
Say it again. Say what's the order?
You are God, man, then woman. You know what I'm saying? And there's no in between. Mankind, we be trying to switch the order. You know, they want to put woman first, then God, then man, then you have a woman. You know, it don't work. You know what I'm saying?
That's what I was taught coming up. I was taught that. You know, so I was, bro. But anything you do in life, I feel like you have to evolve. And adapt with the times. Like, I felt like if I was born in the jungle, man, I would be able to adapt and live in the jungle. I would never have to have, I feel like, especially as a man, I feel like you have to keep evolving. I think you have to keep pushing the limit and keep understanding life for what life is. If not, you'll kind of get like stuck behind, you know what I'm saying, and kind of, you know what I'm saying, your kids will shoot past you.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying, mentally as far as how the world is today. You know what I'm saying? Like, like for instance, my stepdad, he does nothing social media. Like, he don't know how to go on Google, none of that. So the world kind of passed him by.
Yeah.
And he still, you know, write checks.
Mm-hmm.
You know, I was just saying, but my mom, you know what I'm saying, like she got a tablet, you know, she got a laptop, you know what I'm saying, she know how to do a phone.
Yes,
you know,
sir.
she got a, so she was able to keep up with the evolving, you know, how the world evolves. Mm-hmm. So by me saying that, I'm saying this. Today, women are in more power than ever. You know what I'm saying? Mm-hmm. And they demand that respect from their outlook of it, from the way they look at it.
But look what you said, my brother.
Go ahead.
And more power than ever.
Right.
Is that good or is that a negative?
I'm finna explain it. I'm finna explain it. It really kind of worked both ways. It really kind of worked both ways.
Yes, sir. Yes, sir.
If it's submissive to whoever she chooses to be with, it's a beautiful thing. Mm-hmm. And I'm not meaning submissive as saying, I'm saying allow her king to lead her.
Right.
I'm not saying he gonna make all decisions. No, I'm just saying allow him to be that man if you believe in him to lead you.
Right.
With that being said, you know what I'm saying, we got a lot of sucker guys out here too.
True.
Like you say, the ones who don't want to do nothing but get in their pants.
That's
they want to do this. So, and then you got a lot of black separation as far as the black man and the young black man, the young black woman, as far as, you know, the children not staying in the same home. Mm-hmm. So they've been forced to empower that power too as well, to be able to say, well, when I ain't got my own house, yeah, I can kick you out. And I might talk to you this kind of way because but then, so I don't even have a daughter, but I try to look at everything in a perspective to be like, well, there's some women out here that had to be.
Right.
You know.
Yeah. It definitely, depending on how they grew up and the situations they was put in, a lot of sisters, women in general had to be put in that role. But when they come across the truth, I've met a lot of them, you know, change that mindset because it's not something they wanted to do. It's something they had to do.
Yeah.
So we know the differences. No woman, I believe, walking this earth today wants to be in a role of, I gotta do everything. You know, I have to be, the sole provider. I have to make sure this ship keeps sailing. You know what I'm saying?
Now, hold up, bro.
I don't believe you wake up.
It's two sides.
I don't believe you wake up and say, as a woman, I don't believe you wake up and say, this is what I dream to do for the rest of my life.
Over the last year and a half, I'm gonna tell you this. Over the last year and a half, I met a whole different caliber one.
Okay.
Over the last year and a half.
Yes, sir.
Real shit. I met a whole different caliber of women over the last year and a half. And these women, man, have been bred to do exactly what you were just saying now. To be the breadwinner, to go out and get it.
Right.
They went to college, and if a man can't match them,
leave them alone.
Then they're gonna be single and do what they do.
Right.
Businesses across Houston.
Yeah.
We go to black business meetings. I go to black business meetings twice a month, 3 times. Elegant, Ty. You might see me posted sometime on Instagram or Facebook. You might see 80% women.
Yes.
80%. And we feel lucky to be lucky to be like this Houston's finest. And it's like levels. It's the business, and then you got and the higher you go up, the less men you see and more women you see. And all they be really wanting is a real dude that's gonna be
Yeah,
That's it.
honest and transparent with you.
Right. Now you have to deal with that other, but
Yeah,
it's 1,000 of them in the city of Houston right now. And for real, bro.
yeah, yeah. You're right. You're right. It's a lot of them, and a lot of them. I can attest this. A lot of them ain't worried about how much you make. Can you be faithful? Can you treat me right? Can you at least give me the time and your patience and your ear? You know what I'm saying? Then you got the other half who ain't even trying to give you a chance if you don't make XYZ amount of dollars. And we can go back and forth with that because that shouldn't be a sole.
That's why you get to ask all your questions.
Yeah, that's why you ask.
And
that's why those questions come into play.
Yep. That's another thing but you also have a lot of black women that'll build you up.
True.
You got a lot of them that'll build you.
Yeah, not just black, but all types of women. I'm multicultural.
And I could say, I could cut you off, and I could say that that Homestead Slim,
yeah,
you know, had a solid background coming up. You know what I'm saying?
Yes, sir.
Like doing this, what I'm doing now, like it was somebody there with me. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
She was there with me. You know what I'm saying? To help. You know what I'm saying? Me be able to build Homestead Slim from the griminess,
right,
to the going to get it, to achieving, you know, different things. You know, even on down to the wardrobe.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? So like they can build you up. So that's why I say that. You know what I'm saying? Like for real though.
Yeah, I definitely got one of those in pocket for sure. That does exactly that when it down to the wardrobe. Make sure you're right, you know what I'm saying? And but still, you know, in her independent stage, know how to mow lawns and edge grass and do stuff like that, you know what I'm saying? But not afraid to allow the man to lead and not checking his pockets. Those are extremely rare.
That was the problem.
Yeah, those are extremely rare.
Yeah,
because if a woman is doing all of that, then like I said,
I mean, your pocket should be open to your woman.
True, but the amount that's in your pocket,
the whole amount.
You know
the whole amount.
But what your calculations look like should determine if she should talk to you or not.
She should be able to handle it. You should be able.
You know what I'm saying?
Let me ask you this. Do you feel like a woman should pay half the rent, or the man should pay all the rent? And maybe she just pay like the light bill, the gas bill, you know, keep the phones on, you know, that type of shit. What you think? What you think about that?
I mean, that comes with that conversation as we spoke about. You know what I'm saying?
Man,
if you feel,
man, you finna wind it down your way.
If you feel that, okay, you say, Miss Lady, okay, I'm gonna take care of this. You just take care of this and that. If that's the agreement, that's the agreement. If y'all agree to do everything half, then y'all agree to do everything half.
You, what do you think it should be, man?
You need to pay something. You gonna pay something in 2024? Okay, I'll do the mortgage. I'll do the mortgage. Yeah, I'm gonna do the mortgage. Yeah, and the car. Yeah, that type of stuff.
You gonna pay the mortgage.
And
you gonna pay your car note and her car note.
No. Hold on a second. This is 2024 and Biden the president. Stuff is high. Y'all can run around here, play these reindeer games you want to, but you gotta live in reality. See, no, we gonna either dissect and make it make sense. If it don't make sense, because we still gotta be able to preserve and save. Whatever the best equation is to make sure we're saving and paying ourselves, that's what we're gonna do. That's my final answer.
Okay.
Yeah.
I feel like the man should pay the mortgage. I feel like
Definitely.
I feel like he should also, um, if he got it like that, he should pay her car note too. His and her. If he got it like that, and I think she should pay the gas, water, lights, keep the groceries in our phone bill.
True.
That's
True.
yeah. Now you gonna have a spender, you gonna have a saver. I think that's important. Now that's one thing I'm going to dig in before I actually
the conversation.
You don't really have to have that conversation because her daily actions gonna show you like you know what I'm saying. You study against shit. She buying you shit. She buying herself shit. So she loves shop. You know what I'm saying. So I know I'm the saving dude. I'm gonna save every penny. You know what I'm saying. So that's the match too that you kind of wanna. Because you know what I'm saying, you want to be able to enjoy yourself too.
True. And that's why I say we got to be able to pay ourselves and be able to save so we can enjoy life, not just living to be paying off stuff or paying bills. You know what I'm saying? You want to be able to live so you can enjoy life, because we've been living in a society to where, especially in our communities, they have constantly been wiring us to just go, and go. If two of the people of the household is just all going at the same time, who's teaching the kids? Who's maintaining the home? Who, you know what I'm saying? Who is basically doing the opposite of that? So, and if you don't have the monies for a nanny or tutors and different things, then something is going to the wayside. Something is being lacked. So, so we have to make sure we addressing, home first. And if you have kids, making sure that that's a main priority as well. And again, it goes, like you say, it goes back to that conversation. It definitely goes back to the conversation.
I think you just like to wine and dine with them,
man. Nah.
Where you having all these conversations at? Hope not in one night.
Nah, this is throughout your courting process.
Man, come on.
You go throughout your court, but that's why I say
how fast is your ain't
in a mindset
of evolve.
If this was the 20,
brother,
evolve, if this was the Maxwell's hang at breakers till 6 a.m, Brandon, then I'm not trying to ask about your finances. I'm trying to do other stuff. You know what I'm saying,
bro?
But that's where you come to evolution, evolve. If you're not involved into where, okay, you pass the nightlife type of mindset and just, flying in the wind, you know what I'm saying? You gotta get back to discipline. You gotta learn how to discipline yourself to move to a whole nother level of understanding. Now, not many gonna fall, continue to fall, and some gonna make it. You know what I'm saying? But unless, and you can't make no one learn or want to learn how to self-discipline. It has to be a choice. It has to be everyday choice and an everyday practice. Just like we practice brushing our teeth every day, which a lot of people still don't do.
Oh my goodness.
Just as we practice on putting deodorant on every morning, but a lot of people still don't do. But it's a daily practice. We have to practice this discipline on a daily basis in order for it to become a everyday habit and lifestyle.
I agree.
You know what I'm saying? But it, like I said, many will continue to fall, but quite a few still will get out here and make it happen and become that new. So, I thank God for them, whether it be woman or man, who have decided that, I'm not going to allow the world to dictate my emotions or how I see things, how I should live, how I should walk or talk. But I'm going to make sure I self-discipline myself with some true moral laws and standards to where I'm bettering myself as well as my future family to come. And that's, and that's how we gotta keep it going, man. Like I said, it's an everyday situation. We seeing in the news where couples, individuals are destroying themselves, murdering themselves, murdering others, and taking out their lives for what? Because of it falls back to discipline. I couldn't discipline my emotions.
Right.
I couldn't discipline myself because she is cursing at me, talking down on me, disrespecting me in front of kids, saying this and that about me, or he is saying this about me, or throwing my name in the mud, or they hating, and all these other different things that will occur in your lifetime. But can you say that you can discipline yourself to rise, not just rise above it, but roll over it? You know what I'm saying? And keep pushing towards your destination.
Right, right.
Because it's your destination, not everybody else's.
It is, man.
It's your destination.
All right, man.
Yes, sir. Yes, sir.
That was a hot 33 minutes on the guys.
That's it. I mean, I think we pretty much covered everybody in there. We
did.
We kind of hit them on the layups.
Yeah, we did.
You know what I'm saying? We hit them on the layups because again, God, man, then woman. See, if man do what he's supposed to do, and in the line, women have no choice but to follow the playbook. And you have women of today only acting and operating in the realm they're acting in because of what man has not been doing.
Right.
So it's like an automatic defect. Well, since y'all not in position or haven't been in position doing this and that, y'all can't get mad at us because we out here doing such and such. You know what I'm saying?
Mm-hmm.
So once mankind, the ones that want to do it, get in position and stick to their moral code of compass and rules and regulation and actually follow through, women gonna automatically fall in line. It's the law of the land, spiritually and physically. They're gonna automatically fall in line. So, and they go repeat and mimic what they see the man do. You know what I'm saying? So we want them to mimic and repeat the good things, the beneficial things that we do. Because majority of them right now is mimicking and repeating a lot of the negative things that we have put out in this earth and sowed in this soil.
How do we, man, I mean, it's so easy to say. You know what I'm saying? It's so easy to say, bro. But bro, we got social media. We got old media, you know, selling us a dream, promoting to us what they want us to hear. How do we combat that to get this discipline across? I mean, like, look, man, our women, and I love them, and I be looking too. But man, they would come to the store, man, with nothing but some tights on. You see it, man.
Yeah.
You know, and come on, man. I mean, like, this one is crazy. It's for you to have to. Men doing the same thing. It was just, you know, they different little ways. You know what I'm saying? They going to the club, they throwing money everywhere. You know what I'm saying? They
discipline.
But then that's our culture. When you see our culture has always been like that.
But whose culture? You say our culture.
Yeah, our culture.
Why has they got to be our culture?
I didn't make the rules. I didn't make the rules.
Why? Just look at what you said, my brother.
I didn't make
look at what you said, my king, my brother.
Okay.
You said that, and this is a part of our problem. We write these and we create these things that we playfully do, and we engrave them into our society and our community as cultural things, strip club, or throwing money, riding big, you know, diamonds glisten, you know what I'm saying, talking on the money phone. We apply this to I can say when it, not so much the human, individual, family, culturalistic set of things, maybe the music setting. I would say the music culture.
Okay.
So when I would say something like, I would say put a label on the music culture, but society look at us like that. Society looks at us as the people who just want to have fun all day, the people that just want to get drunk, people that want to get.
I feel like that's pushed the narrative that's pushed to us though. I feel like don't no black man own a record.
But it's
listen at the music that they make popular. They took Public Enemy. Where Public Enemy?
They take Public Enemy too. We choose not to listen to Public Enemy.
No, bro. See, bro, you gotta.
We choose not to. I ain't gonna listen to that.
Watch this.
I ain't gonna listen to that.
Listen, man, that's my point, brother.
They want to hear Sexy Red. They throw some Sexy Red.
Okay, watch this. Let's do it like this, King. Let's say Universal record label said, you know what?
Mm-hmm.
We're gonna get in cahoots with Interscope.
Uh-huh.
And the other major Sony, we're gonna get in cahoots with all of them. And we're gonna push positive rap.
Mm.
No cussing, no sticks, no woman, no nothing. Don't you know that every artist would not be making gangster rap music? They'll be trying to make that music because that's how they influence what they put out. With that being said, they intentionally took KRS-One off the mic. They purposely took BDP, PM Dawn, Public Enemy. They done that to push the agenda of go get the big chains, put the girls in the video with the big booty. They push that agenda. So that's what they see. This is what we idolize as kids, as youngsters. This the look. Even right now, you know what I'm saying? You got the shirt on the rap as well. You know the way it fit. You know what I'm saying? So it influences. How do we come from that? But I think I made my point to what I was saying about how heavily influenced we are. Even when you go to church these days. You have to, this no lie. And I can say to them in church, I have to be like, look, like, bro, and that's church. You see it. You see it too. So come on, man. So we heavily influenced by the people above us.
We heavily influenced. We heavily influenced. Do we all possess a mind?
No.
We all don't.
We don't have a voice.
We don't
have a mind.
But every human being, whether they be black, we just talking about the black community right now. Every person in the black community has a mind, right?
No.
They don't. They thinking, right?
No, they don't have a mind.
So
their mind is being controlled.
Okay.
and it's so controlled to where they done broken down to every land. That's why we stuck in the ghetto. That's why listen. They broke us down all the way to the left. Let me explain something, y'all.
Explain something.
They broke us down to the very last compound. That's BDP, KRS-One. This is what he's saying. They have black people thinking individually. So we out here, when you say that we have a mind, every black man has a mind, but it's so not in tune with the other black man or the other black woman. To where as a race, we continue to find out now, the SA brothers, they just as like us. But they stick together. It's the reason why. Oh, they got better. No, it's the reason why they was able to elevate over the black man in certain things as far as in America. It's the reason for that. And I'm finna explain that to you.
Yeah,
I need
to know that.
I'm finna explain. Watch this in business. Watch this. I'm a young black man and I'm in radio, let's just say. And the other black man, a black woman down the street, she in radio too. And then you got two more. Let's say it's four of us. I'm driving my price. Every last one of us driving our own price. That's when I say they broke us down to the very last compound because now we individuals. Now, the two SA radio stations that do the same thing that we do, they're going to come together and go up under each one of our prices as one.
That's right.
That's why they've elevated. They stick together and they work together in business. You just see, they all stay in one house. You making fun. But see, that's a business move as well.
Right.
For them so now they give up on, they take less money. They be together because if he would have said, I want this price, and the other SA brother said he wanted that price, they couldn't have made that money together and knocking us out. But by them coming together, that's what they was able to do. And at the same time, we were separate. That's fact.
Yeah.
And that's how, my brother.
Well, I believe that's a part of the equation as well, because it's so many different equations that drive us to do what we should be doing. But I also feel, being that you mentioned our Latino brothers and sisters, I also feel that they were willing to get out and do something, whether the work was outside or the work was inside and it was extremely cold. I feel the black American man of today, Don't say it, brother. Don't say it. I believe the black American man today have a problem with working.
I don't believe that.
I believe he do.
I don't, man.
I believe a lot of these jobs, discipline. Back to discipline. A lot of these jobs, we confine ourselves to discipline ourselves to get out here and acquire a lot of these jobs. It should be us building what we were seeing today, all the rest of these constructions and buildings and apartments and stuff.
Everything you seen downtown, we built.
Yes, our forefathers, yes. But what stopped us from not continuing in the workforce and getting our full service and income due?
I just showed it to you. Just telling you that.
The mind? Is it because we being controlled?
Yeah, man.
No.
Yeah,
I can't say
they control us with society.
I can't say that I was controlled to be a full-time vice lord just because my uncles and dad was full-time vice lord 30, 40 years.
They control it.
I had a choice.
They control the narrative.
I had a choice to either go continue this vice lord lineage and go have 3, 4 baby mamas.
Yeah, okay.
Or I can choose to go do something different. We have a choice. Every time we wake up, and Mr. Prince said this, every time we wake up, he said you have a choice and a chance. You know what I'm saying? So just because someone is above making the big shot, you still have a choice for every chance that you get. You know what I'm saying?
I would like to say a narrative is being pushed. You just told me, and the black man, he don't want to work no more. And I'm telling myself.
It's a good percentage. Niggas don't want to do no work.
I'm telling myself, it's like, and the essays, I love them. They get up when it's cold. I'm saying to myself, and there's a lot of brothers work hard like me.
But not the majority.
No, I ain't gonna say that, because everywhere I go, it's brothers working hard. They had a perception of the black man don't take care of his kids. Man, that's a lie.
That is a lie.
When they say the black man lazy and don't want to work, that's a lie.
But the statistics,
those statistics is just, I don't believe. No, that's what I be saying. That false narrative. That part. That's what they push upon you. That's what I don't believe when I say they push your agenda. They push the agenda to even in music. They make the black man believe as the music that we created. I'm gonna go to the music that we created, hip hop. They got you thinking if you pass a certain age, you can't do this no more. But in rock and roll or any classical, if Phil Chicago was to drop an album tonight, the world will be going crazy. Because that's their genre. But that's how they put that in your mindset. In your mind, don't let even old media, man, has been controlling the narrative for black people, man, forever. Even from politics, voting to all that, brother. And I just want to say, it's a lot of hard working black men out here. We are the workforce in America. Don't let them fool you. We are the work, do all the labor, all of the boxes and all that. We do the hard labor in America. That's the truth. Don't let nobody tell you that, because that's the narrative that they want to put. We lazy, Our women don't want to do nothing but lay on their back and have babies. Get on the welfare system.
Yeah.
But that's what it's designed for.
And
that's what it's designed for.
But they made a choice.
No, they didn't.
You made a choice to put your hand out, got that milk and cheese.
No,
instead of saying, Negro, please. No, I want the
it's
building.
Okay.
I don't want the cheese and the milk. I want the building.
Let's do that.
I want the building.
Let's do it.
I want the land and the building.
My choice.
Don't give me the milk and cheese. Give me the land and the building. I'll make my own milk and cheese.
It's my choice. I was brought here. It wasn't. That was two other people. Decided that I was gonna come here. That wasn't my choice. It wasn't my choice to grow up in the ghetto. It wasn't my choice. I was brought here. It wasn't my choice, man, to be a black man in a world that segregate and hate that man because of his color and his brain. That wasn't my choice. I wasn't meant. They brought me here.
Mm-hmm.
I'm gonna tell you something else, man. Mm-hmm. It wasn't my choice for them to push all the crack, all the weed, all the drugs in my career. That wasn't my choice.
It was your choice to go sell it to grandma, mama, auntie, and everybody else. Damn it, John Edgar Hoover.
It wasn't my
and everybody else.
Grandma couldn't pay her bills. That the housing was poor and people was dying of cancer in Fifth Ward.
But we didn't have to sell them drugs either.
Say, man.
We didn't have to give them drugs.
Say, man.
So they wasn't in their right mind to begin with. Because who sold them the damn drugs? They all damn people. So now, okay, I give you the drugs because I know you gonna sell the drugs to your own people. And being that your people gonna be on drugs, they mind not gonna be right. So therefore, I'm gonna come scoop up all the land and buy up everything right up under them because they too under the influence to know what's going on. And by the time they realize, what's going on, what do you see now? $300,000 buildings, $200,000 buildings, all up and down Fifth Ward.
It's been proven facts. It's been proven that the black man is one of the smartest men to ever walk this earth. We know black people understand because there was a Black Wall Street. So we know that they understand how to get it done, from trade to whatever it may be in America.
Right.
So I know that.
Mm-hmm.
You should too.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah. I'm well
versed. Black Panthers. What was the Black Panthers? I'm locked up for. What did he do?
I'm from where Fred Hampton from. Right. I'm from there. I'm from the Holy Land.
So the Black Panthers wasn't moving no little word?
No, Black Panthers wasn't selling no drugs. Now if you talking about the ones who was working for the agency, then yeah. Because and they did see we the only society that will sit here and watch America, the mainstream media, replay what they did to us and how they did it, and have them put it in a TV series and be like, oh man, that is good. Snowfall, that's a good series, man. But they showing you, I just threw Snowfall out there as a good example, but they showing you exactly how they did it and how they still doing it. And we just sitting there, oh man, that's a good show. Them boys can act. Boy, that's a good show. But they showing you how they did it and how they still doing it. And we still want to trust and believe that they are for your benefit. And by still partaking in their spoils, in their jury, partaking in their drugs, partaking in their environment to influence you to be and do any and everything opposite of what you need to do for your community and for your own household. So yeah, we still make that choice because we will sit here and watch that and watch how it go down. And that's just one show that they didn't put out there showing the playbook from the government all the way down to the hood. But we still will go out and make that choice and do exactly what they set it up for us to do to ourselves. And Going back to discipline, a lot of us still haven't disciplined ourselves to not fall to that evil equation that's been set up since the 50s/60s. Um, and it's amazing how that playbook can keep being reintroduced to different generations and other generations.
That's my point.
And no one on a major scale. We all individually, a lot of us have resisted that playbook.
Right.
But for us as a community as a whole, we still have those group of factions of folks who want to still go by that playbook and play with it. So, like I told, this was a couple of years back when, the big homie Los, of the SUC had put, a call to order together in the screw shop, due to the violence and everything in the streets. I said, it's going to come a time where, you're going to have to eradicate, those individuals or those groups who do not want to follow the program.
Mm-hmm.
Because as long as you keep them around, they're going to keep feeding and like a virus into the machine. You know what I'm saying? They're going to keep trying to sabotage the machine. So they have to be eradicated. They have to be eliminated, if it comes to that. And everybody was looking shocked because a preacher, a minister was saying that. And I was like, this is just something that has to be done. If you're not for the machine,
right,
and the machine is for going forward and moving our society upward and not keeping us downward in this same mess, then you're going to have to move around. Yeah, definitely. There's no blinking or questions about it.
Right.
And that's how we have to be with our neighborhoods, with our households, whether it be friend, family, associate. We gonna have to stand up and stand firm and make those hard choices to separate from such entities.
I agree, man. I agree. It's gonna take us all, man.
Yeah,
and it ain't gonna happen overnight. But I do feel like, man, bro, I just want to say, I love being a black man.
Yes, sir. Yes, sir.
And I've been fortunate enough to be around some good young black men that I know, that can be somebody and follow what we trying to do. But then I've also seen some young good ones, man. And then just overnight, just perfect church going, playing ball, scholarships. And then, I see them a year or two later, man, they pants sagging, gun in the waist.
Yes, sir. Yes, sir.
And it seems like it can happen overnight.
Yeah. Yeah.
And with that being said, I'm just saying to myself, like, we losing them, man.
Mm-hmm.
And it's on our watch. And I don't think we taking this serious enough. Now, I was joking earlier, for radio and things like that. But right now, man, we're not doing a good job raising our black men.
Right.
No, I don't care about no control. I don't care about them pushing the narrative. It comes a time where we say enough is enough.
Yeah.
And we take the initiative and go out there and rescue our kids, man.
Yeah.
Women, we need your help. We don't need your competition. We need your help. We need your beautiful mind to help us get through this, man, because these are the children that you're bearing that we're losing.
Right. That's true,
10 years from now, man, 15 years from now, man. Even kids back in our day, they would use profanity, but they would do it amongst the kids.
Mm-hmm.
But now, man, you go to wherever, these kids, they are cuss like they don't care. Like, they don't care.
Mm-mm.
And they...
Like kids, I was telling them early this morning, middle school is taking all day to get on the bus, just dragging. I said, if y'all get your ass on this bus, move. I say, you running behind too. Running, just waking up, leaving out the house, just dragging. and we trying to, the whole line of cars can't move because the bus is right in front of us with stop sign out, and y'all dragging, taking all day getting to school. But it's, showing that type of, it's not what's done in a malicious, mean way, but letting them know you got to take this serious. Get up, get to school on time. You know what I'm saying?
Discipline. Let me give you this is for the people ages of 16 to 23. This is for y'all, man and woman. This is for y'all, 16 to 23. This is for y'all. Don't go have a baby, young lady.
Right.
Because the plan is to make sure that you get housing. Make sure that you're able to, get your WIC. And, make sure that you get your child support too, because you don't have to put them on child support too.
Right.
Knowing that their relationship not gonna work. Let me show you how this works. Young man, don't go get that young girl pregnant. Man, you're not ready yet to be a man. You haven't experienced a part of taking care of yourself for a period of time. Right. Doing it. This is between 16 and 21, maybe 23. I know something that jumped off the porch a bit. I know, I get it, but everybody, that's not the majority. So with that being said, don't have that child, because now you got to deal. You're very immature. Now you have to deal with other men taking care of your baby. Then you have to worry about making sure that this baby have what it needs. That's if you're not a deadbeat dad. Don't put yourself through that. Now let me show you how this works. Once that happens with the man and the woman gets housing, you get child support. Meaning, you don't get to see that son but 4 days out of a month. Every other weekend, Friday through Sunday. Now, it's our other women and where your baby mama stays. She stays in the projects. I'm not Switch Village, often, South Park Village. Down on Houston, which is property. I'm not talking down on anybody. This is the truth.
Right.
So these kids are growing up in these projects, heavy drug selling, heavy prostitution, and mothers with no fathers. For God is not only for them, it's women, like he said, God, man, woman, no guidance for them. And then they're raising the son that you only get to see 4 days out of the month. The thing is, keep him in a bad environment, poor school system, poor school district. Let him see everything that's going around him. Influence him on TV that this is what to do with the things that he see in his public district. Then you go to jail and they got a number on you.
It's just like that.
That's the game that you have to be disciplined. Discipline yourself from 16 to 23 not to fall in that. Now, if you're 27, 26 and you've done that, that's shame on you. You know what I'm saying? Because you're going to be mature and be able to understand that, hey, I didn't get this job because even though I got 2 more years of college than him, I didn't get this job because you have to, you just experience that enough if you out here. Don't get caught up, man. I'm not dissing nobody who have to hustle and been on the corner. I'm just saying that's the games that they play. They gonna put those bad guns in the hood and put Call of Duty. You gonna see Call of Duty and GTA. The kids playing that, and then you think he playing GTA and he got a Desert Eagle, and then somebody come to him and say, man, I got it. Yeah, he gonna buy it. Everything in the ghetto. When you buy that bag and smoke it, it's gone. All the profit been made off of it. The people that shipped it, the people that bought it, the people that all of it got paid. When you sell it and cooking it and he's put it in that pipe, it's gone. You got the end of just remember that in the ghetto, man.
Yes, sir.
My bad if I went too long, bro.
Nah, you said it's gone. Once you put it, it's already gone.
Yeah.
Yes, indeed. I mean, that's, what I'm saying, that could pretty much wrap it up. I mean, it's a lot of insightful in-depthness in that particular word, discipline.